About Time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 mil gang? If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Pass the word about Rashawn's About Time Boxing so you can become a part of the About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 mil gang. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and who has been taking out the time to watch the videos and like the videos and leave the comments. Sincerely, I really do. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. We gonna get right to it. Caleb Sweethands Plant. I like that guy. Caleb Plant is nice. I don't know, if a lot, because there's been a lot of talk, in the suit, because he's the IBF super middleweight champion. He's getting ready to fight Caleb Truax, who held the IBF super middleweight title at one point, I think from 2017 to 18 or something like that. And Truax actually has a pretty good extensive resume. He fought Peter Quillen, he fought Anthony Durrell, he fought Daniel Jacobs. Who else? The guy that Bernard, actually two guys Bernard Hopkins fought. Antoine Eccles and Jermaine Taylor. There's a name haven't heard in a while. But yeah, I think that this fight for Caleb Plant is more or less like an experience fight. Somebody with a resume that also has the experience. And I think this is more or less fight. I think this is Caleb Plant's measuring stick fight. That's what I think that this is for him. I think this fight is, determine if he's ready for, the Andrades, the Alvarez, Charlos, Billy Joe Saunders, and all these guys. I mean, honestly, I think he's ready now. Now, I don't know if y'all saw his last fight against the guy, what's his name? Vincent Feigenbutts. That's his name, Vincent Feigenbutts. Outstanding performance, target practice. I mean, got off when he wanted to, in and out. Great all around ring generalship. Controlled the pace of the fight every step of the way. He didn't take no unnecessary risks. He rarely wasted any punches in that fight. I thought that was a beautiful performance he put on against Vincent Feigenbutts. Like I said, I like Caleb Plant. I like everything about this kid. I like everything about him. 28 years old. He's I think 20-0 with 2 knockouts. 20-0 with 12 knockouts. Sorry. But I like everything about this guy. He's quick. He's fast. Speed brings power. So power is not always about loading up on every shot. He has like small little, like minor flaws in his defense that I feel can be tweaked. He holds his left hand, low, way too low all the time. So against an experienced, evenly matched, and just as skilled fighter as he is, I think they will be able to land the right hand probably a little more, as far as, because, they have the timing. They'll probably be able to time him. Maybe, I'm just saying. But the one thing that he always does, he always keeps his body on that angle. He's always on that angle. Was never squared up. So that's a good thing. Good fundamental boxing skills right there. You can tell he paid attention. And you can look at the way that this kid performs, and you can tell that he wants to be great. And I would love to see him fight Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, or Canelo. I'm telling you, like, this This kid can box good. And he rightfully earned that nickname, Sweethands. I like Caleb Plant. What do y'all think about Caleb Plant? What do y'all think about his fight with Caleb Truax? Do y'all think that this is his measuring? Do y'all think this is Caleb Plant's measuring fight to see if he's ready to move on to, tougher? And don't get me wrong, because the guy Vincent Feigenbutz, I think his nickname was called the Knockout King or the Knockout Kid or something like that. Supposed to be real strong, and you know what I mean. But it was target practice for him, for Caleb Plant in that fight against Feigenbutz. Target practice. And I think, like I said, I remember when this kid made his pro debut in 2014. I said this kid is going to be special. When he made his pro debut, it was a 4-rounder. He got the first round. He got the first round knockout. You know what I'm saying? A guy he fought name was Travis something. I think it was Travis something. But yeah, I knew his pro debut was May 10th because one of my uncles, his birthday is on May 10th. So you know what I mean. But this kid is good. What do y'all think? How do y'all think he measure? How do y'all think he'll measure up against the Andres, the Canelos, and the Charlos, and Billy Joe Saunders? And I'm not going. I hate feeling like that. I'm like down in another fighter, but like if he fought Cullum Smith, that would be a mismatch. David Benavidez. Oh, I would love to see Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a lot of people don't realize how big of a guy he really is. He's a big, that's a big kid. David Benavidez is a big kid. And he's strong. And he got speed. But Caleb Plant, man, listen. Please, listen. Subscribe to the channel. Drop some comments. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all see Canelo running from him too? I see Canelo running from Caleb Plant. And like I said, I think that this fight with Caleb Truax, I just think that this is, just like Errol Spence when he fought Chris Van Heerden. That was his measuring stick to see if he was ready for the top level opposition. So I guess this would be considered, Caleb Plant's step up fight. Because Caleb Truax got an extensive resume. He got some big names on there. Like I said, I mentioned Jermaine Taylor, Antoine Eccles, Anthony Durrell, Daniel Jacobs, Peter Quillen. You know what I'm saying? He held the Caleb Truax held the IBF, super middleweight belt. At one point, he fought for the WBA middleweight title. You know what I mean? So this guy got, he got a name. I know he won his, I think his last fight, he won by unanimous decision. Somebody named David Basa. Bahama Viola Basa is Basa Job is what Basa Job Basa Hamive Mavile or something like that. I can't that's what name is, but I think that was Caleb Truax's last fight. I think that was his last fight. And yeah, so yeah, I mean, listen, y'all could bid off of me trying to get that name out too, because y'all try to get out of that joint is crazy. Baha Jamivule, I think that's what it is. Baha Jamivule, I think. But but yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Leave me some comments. What y'all think? I want to know what y'all think about Caleb Plant overall. What do y'all think about him as a fighter? I think, listen, I could see him winning another title at super middleweight, but who is he gonna fight? I don't know. I'd like to see him and David Benavidez in a unification bout. We already know with the track star, you know what I mean, Canelo. We already know what he gonna do. He he gonna run. And even if he would entertain fighting Caleb Plant, it'd probably because he think the inexperience, he think his experience will probably win over that. But this kid really, really can box, and you can just tell like this is, you know what I mean. You could just tell this is not a, you know, it's not a, it's not all smoke and mirrors. Caleb Plant to me is one of the real deals at 168. And I think he's going to be around for, he's going to be around for a good while. He's going to be around for a good while. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's sharp, he's fast. Like I said, other than like the small little, with him, holding and keeping his left hand down too, too low. I feel like, that he do. But, but still, he knows how to roll. He know how to roll a shot. He know how to roll a shot. And he always, putting them combinations. And, he loop, come straight up the middle. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, bang. But, he be, listen, man, if y'all seen the kid fight, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm excited about watching Caleb Plant. I like to watch him fight every time. You know what I mean? And I think that, honestly, people should be talking more about him. You know what I mean? I don't think he's talked about enough. You know what I mean? So, like I said, smash the like button. Drop me some comments. Let me know what y'all think about, this fight with Caleb Plant and Caleb Truax. Do y'all think that this is Caleb Plant's step-up fight? Like I said, in my opinion, I feel like it's a step-up fight. Experience fight that, to see if he can get maybe a unification fight next or get a bigger name, next, because like I said, this guy, he has Caleb Truax has an extensive resume, you know what I mean? And he's fought a lot of people, he's, like I say, he's 31-4-2, won no contests, and, 19 knockouts, you know what I mean? So, I mean, how do y'all think, what do y'all think about this fight? I'm looking forward to it, and if this is his step-up fight, I think it's a good step-up fight for him. But me personally, I think he actually ready for, I think he's ready for David Benavidez or, or the Charlos or, you know what I mean? Like, and listen, and all these people, I like Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is my guy. I want him to fight Canelo probably better than anybody else. Because I feel like, Jamal can really, I think Jamal can knock this dude. I think he can put Canelo, I think he can knock him out. I honestly feel like he can. Not saying that David Benavidez or, you know what I mean, or Demetrius Andre. I mean, I could see Demetrius Andre going, a strong 12 rounds, with Canelo. I could see that, you know what I mean. Maybe hurting him somewhere in the fight, you know what I mean? But I don't see Andre stopping Canelo or knocking him out. I just can see him going 12, strong rounds. But again, Caleb Plant, man, I'm excited about this kid, man. I'm excited about him. I like his style. I like everything about him. So like I said, again, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, leave me some comments, let me know what y'all think, you know what I mean, about Caleb Sweethands Plant.